Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
All right, guys, we've really got a high tide right now, so we've been doing some drifts over some of these islands right here in between them, throwing cut bait, throwing live shrimp under a popping cork. So you just come down this channel leading to Bluffs Landing and cut in here and drift across some of these islands. Some of them are submerged, some are sticking out, but the best way to do it is get in here on a southeast wind and get upwind of the island and then cast into it with a popping cork and shrimp or a piece of cut bait hitting in the sand. This little island right here, they've built rocks around it. We caught some good fish early, fishing with live shrimp and a popping cork. You know, the croaker is still working, but I'm kind of over the croaker this time of year. I'm ready for the redfish run to start, and it will start here in the coming week. But just come down here, come down this channel, fish these little submerged islands here, drift from the ICW heading this way, and then that's pretty much it right there. You know, you're gonna catch most of your fish on the submerged islands with this high tide, which I'm so glad we got, because a lot of the places that are submerged are where the fish are going to be. Down here around the burnout, we've been catching some good fish just right upwind of Bird Island Basin. Also, a little bit further south around the Yellow Cabins, we've been catching fish, popping corks and live shrimp, drifting with a southeast wind across the islands. And the fish have been really good in here. I love this time of year. I love drifting. I love covering water. And then I love finding new stuff that I normally don't fish when it's just croaker and a little bit of shrimp chasing the drum. Finally, we're done with that. And we're catching the fish we want to catch. All right, over here in the humps, we've been catching good fish, redfish. They haven't got in here thick yet, but they are in here. I caught about 3 or 4 of them the other day that were nice size. But just drifting, we call this the humps. But not just the humps is good, but this sandbar that runs right here, both sides of it and on top of it have good fish. Caught a few nice trout. But you know, it's been a grind, but I'm showing the places where I fish personally, and this spot right here has got fish on it. Over here around the corner, we've been catching. Just come in here, get up real tight to the shore, and throw cut bait in the sand, and just sit there and wait. Right here, there's a bunch of poles, so be careful when you're running down the shoreline. But those poles are a good place to fish. You know how I'm highlighting the shoreline right here. People run down the shoreline, but they won't burn that area with the poles. And you'll catch some good reds in there on cut bait. Or popping corks and live shrimp for the drum. Over here around Penniscow Point, we've been catching a couple of fish. Mainly right on the bar, right on the drop off. But this spot's going to be heating up as the months come on. The high tide is up, so you can get up into the flat and drift with a southeast wind across this flat. But really, most of the fish are caught on the bar as you're coming through here.
I'm Captain Grant Coppin. Thanks for watching.